Hello ducklings, this is Sanniz from Sweden. Or should I say I am Sanniz from Sweden. It doesn't matter, it's just the same. And I'm doing well. I just wanted to give you a short update how it's going. Some people might be curious about how it went with the doctor, and I say that was a really annoying story because I found out when I booked time for checking up my blood pressure that my doctor that has started this big process with everything, no one had told me she went in pension, so I don't have her anymore. And then I suddenly got, you're gonna get another one, and it was a male one. But I got a funny feeling about this already. But I went to the doctor after I booked the time, and like the specialist said that I should, because when you've done this type of things can happen very fast. And I have checked. I have, if you wait a little, I have a proper meter blood pressure scanner. So that's bought from the pharmacy, and it wasn't cheap either when I bought it. So it's a proper one, and my doctor that started everything, she was taking the numbers that I got from it very real too. And she knows that many times when she's gonna start taking blood pressure on me, it goes way too high. So it's like that white coat blood pressure syndrome. But she also knows if she let me calm down for some minutes, then she can take it again, and she often take it on both. So she don't just take on one, but she always do that. If she got too high in the beginning, she know do it again. But I went there when I had my appointment last Thursday, and I was in time, very much in time, so I had to wait in the waiting room. And I got a funny feeling when this guy went down that it might be that one I'm gonna meet, because I didn't directly see so much more doctors, at least that was males in this tab. And then it went a little more time, and he came back, because I thought he might be been on a breakfast thing or something, because it was not that long he was away. I was just early. And I was thinking, okay, it's 10 minutes to my appointment. It's no rush. It's no rush. And other patients went in for their appointments. And the time went, everybody went in with their things. And I was sitting there. And the clock went, and it was now 10 past 10. I had the appointment 10. And I started feeling stressed, because one thing I forgot in my car was this one. And I don't have that big time gap between my meals that I can drink water, if you have followed me before. So I started to be stressed, because the time goes, the time is ticking, I don't know what's going on. And then I get stressed because the time goes and no one comes and explain what's going on, because usually they are in time. And if it's something that they have popped by and said, gonna take some minutes more, but I know you're there. So I thought, what's going on? And as I expected, this guy, that was the new doctor, and he had already this attitude. I felt this is not gonna work, but he refused. The first thing he asked, what's your reason here? And you should know that, because I booked for a certain reason, for my blood pressure. And then I showed even what I had, and what the specialist said from a surgery, that I should book this very early, because it's gonna happen things very fast. I did, and I got the time, and it's already gone. I had taken tests in the mornings on both arms, and they showed that I'm now down on a normal type of thing. But it started already with this thing. He had this attitude that he didn't really want to listen to me, and he didn't want to say that my specialist didn't know what I was doing when I said that we should book that early, because he started to question why I had booked that time that early, because nothing can change that fast. That was his thing, that I already lost a lot of weight and everything, and was walking all days 10,000 steps at least. He didn't care about that at all. He didn't even bother care about my results from my own blood pressure taken at home. And the only thing he did is stretched me up, put me on there, just took one, and of course it went too high. I was annoyed because he didn't even want to give me another chance to calm down or something. So he said, I don't want to put you off, you need to wait a lot of weeks before we can come back. And I said, but my specialist didn't say that. They said it is okay, and my doctor before have always preferred even me to take those things. But he didn't accept them because he said, I haven't taken them, so they don't count. Or maybe your battery is too bad in the machine or something. You need to change the battery sometimes, you know. I do know that. He didn't even ask about my background. I am engineer educated in electricity type of things when it comes to telecommunication. I do know how things works when it comes to that type of things. I'm not stupid. I can change the battery. I have changed recently the battery too, so it's not even an old battery in it. It's a very new one. I was sitting there, okay, this don't seem good. And then I started, you still need to take the full dose of medication. But I said, I don't feel like I want to do that because I can risk to go and press it down too much. And that can make me also fade, or, you know, going down on the street or something and people don't know what's going on if I just fall down. But he didn't listen, and then I said, can I at least don't just take it down half and just take the half bit? Then he started, okay, I'm gonna put that down in a journal, but I'm gonna put down that it's not my recommendation. You do that with your own will. And I say, okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that because I felt that I'm more knowing my own body, because those pills have never really helped my blood pressure anyway. So I don't see the reason why I'm gonna take them, because even if I had taken them, they can still get the same type of result if I'm stressed for that type of things, especially when it comes to a hospital and that type of things. I get stressed by the white coats because I don't like them. And I have so many doctors that been terrible against you and judge you and have their own opinions, and they don't even gonna listen on your faults and everything. So having some few doctors that actually been listening to you and try to help you as much as possible, as long as they're not tied from something above when it comes to the financial part or the rules in the place they are. So, okay, I said I can go with that, and ask, how long is it gonna take with this one then? Oh, you have to wait 2 and 3 weeks. Do you know one funny thing? This morning I took my blood pressure again. I'm gonna put down the picture so you can see the result from my left and my right arm. And if you look at the numbers, you will see before any medication, my blood pressure is normal. But of course, I want to use this thing. That doctor didn't count that one. He only counts when he does it, or if I had gone to the place and gone to their sick room and used their equipment, then he had counted what I got. But not with my own. And this is not a cheap one. That annoys me. I'm not gonna say the words because I want to swear. I want to swear so badly. But what's more, I'm looking forward to Thursday. I couldn't find any earlier time because I tried to see if someone had booked up, but I'm gonna get rid of the staples. And that's gonna be so good because then I can start wear whatever I want, even if I have plasters above, so they're sticking out a bit from skin. I have changed everyone, so I know how it looks like. The bruises start to go down too, and everything goes well that way. But as far as it comes, some type of pressure or something, I don't know if this too close, because I'm a woman, I have boobs, I need a bra. I can't use that one with a wire, because if I use the wire it takes away the plaster and then it can also if I'm bending or something, because your body's when you do this, something gonna happen, and the plaster and everything is that high up, and the first hole is actually up in this area. So here I got one of my holes, or where I have staples, and they are sticking up more on that place than the other ones too, so that's why I think I'm even more annoyed. And to wear some type of clothes, or even this type of clothes, when it comes in a certain way, and when you're sleeping, I have this nightie on to protect everything too extra. But when you do so, not always clothes are following, and then it's stopping in some type of way, so they give a pressure, and then it starts to feel very uncomfy again. And so it's not great at all. But else, things are going great. I feel better than ever. I walk at least 10,000 steps every day, minimum. And I can go those steps in one go. So that's good too. Plus, I now have succeeded to speed up, so I can go fast. I walk faster. So almost back to the normal speed without a problem. Plus, what should I say? Yeah. Yesterday, final day for the shots. I hate it. I don't have to stick any needle into my body anymore, but I'm surprised that I actually did it. I did it 11 times, because I have to do it once in the hospital too, when you should learn how to do it, and then on my prescription I got 10 more, and I was thinking, oh, fuck's sake, this is gonna take time. But yesterday, finally, I got the last one. So I'm so relieved. But when I should buy new plasters, because I need a new, because you never know before Thursday, before the taking off. So at least this one is in the top of the other ones. So that one is a little risky. Sometimes if you take a shower, they are made for taking showers, but not bathing or that type of things. But if they go very wet, or you go very sweaty or something like that, because I get warm when I'm walking, and if it's hot outside too when I'm walking, so sometimes I've been out later than normal, so then the temperature been too high and maybe too humid, and I'm sweaty at the same time, and then they start to go off again. So I need more, so I needed to go to the pharmacy and buy more. So I had, but now I had enough, hopefully, for waiting those last days. So we have to see. But I'm looking forward, because then I can start putting on other clothes. And I also have a project with the cat lady Antigone. I always put some of the words wrong. I don't know why, but at least she and I have a special collab coming up in beginning of October that I'm looking forward to. And I thought I should already have done this part, but you know, it didn't go as planned. I didn't have the time. The time was running away before my surgery, and after that I didn't realize that the staples actually were feeling that bad, so I can't get dressed as I want. So because I want to create a whole thing, so then my whole body must work, not just my face. So that's what's coming up, and of course it's gonna be things about Halloween, of course, and I still have some more weeks with this mashed period, but it goes okay. It's gonna be a little more boring, because it's a little harder to find the food that you can actually mash in a good way that I like. I don't want to just eat things just for eating, that I don't like, and I'm gonna have to force it in my body when I already have to sit there long to chew everything anyway. So it's better to take something you like. But this was just a little update, and I'm probably gonna tell you a fast one after taking away my staples, or I'll wait till I have a little more to tell. So because this is not a channel for gastric bypass, it's more for the everyday me with the goth side and everything else. But because this have now been a part of my life, I wanted to keep you updated, especially if some people are curious how it goes. And I'm really surprised that actually this type of videos have that much viewings as it has. So it means that someone do want to see what I have to say about my experiences. But remember, my experience is my own. You can get your own experiences. Might go another way, but I have felt very well, and I can feel in my body too. And my BMI have dropped over 4, so I'm happy. So that means a lot happenings in my body since I started this. And also in the mornings I've been very stiff in my feet and everything, because I've been in a traffic accident 2001 that gave me fibromyalgia, and that also gave me this handicap in my feet, so I can't directly run or do jogging. So I have problem when I go up, so I look more like an old lady or something to try to come up from the bed when I wake up in the mornings, but I'm not that way anymore. My feet actually works now, and they are not as swollen like they used to be, so something is happening inside my body and I feel great. I just feel a bit lonely, that's all. Maybe that's why I did an update already. But I hope you liked it, and don't forget to do the usual stuff, and I'll see you soon in an ordinary video. Till then, stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.